Hey guys, today we're going to be discussing two fighters, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Tomorrow they're having their trilogy fight, so I thought might as well discuss who I think is going to win. Now first, let's discuss the two big major weapons that these two have. Tyson Fury, arguably one of the best boxers we've ever seen. And on the other hand, we got Deontay Wilder, possibly one of the biggest hitters we've ever seen. Now in the last two fights, I would argue that Deontay Wilder lost both those fights. In the first fight, he was able to knock him out, but somehow Tyson Fury got up after being absolutely decked. But Tyson Fury, rising up like the Undertaker, got up and finished the fight and quite handedly gave it right back to Wilder in a very dominant fashion. But overall, in that whole first fight, Tyson Fury absolutely won that fight. While it may have been a draw, if you got two working eyeballs, you know Tyson Fury won that first fight. Now moving on to the second fight, he left no shadow of a doubt that he absolutely was dominant over Deontay Wilder. He absolutely was the harder hitter that fight. He was the better boxer and overall played around with Deontay Wilder like he was a kid playing with his toys. And I would assume after that fight that Deontay Wilder would want no more of Tyson Fury. Now, I would give him respect for wanting to go back in there and fight Tyson Fury a third time. But in that second fight, I heard all types of excuses from he's cheating, he's on steroids, he put some type of metal plates inside of his gloves. Like, come on, man. But let me not get biased here. In all honesty, in this third fight, Deontay Wilder would have to pull out a miracle because he's not just going to be able to change up his boxing and throw away multiple years of training and instinct. But surprisingly, I actually would give him a great chance right now, not because of what he can do, but because of what Tyson Fury has been doing. Recently, his coaches have let out the fact that Tyson Fury has gained 20 pounds for this fight. And if you know how the body works, you're not gaining 20 pounds of muscle. So Tyson Fury gaining this weight for whatever reason, all it's going to do is affect his cardio and how long he can fight and how well he can fight for a long period of time. So I believe if this fight goes on too long, Tyson Fury may get knocked out. But even with all that stuff put against him, I do not believe Deontay Wilder can pull through and beat Tyson Fury. And the reason it'll end up that way is because Tyson Fury probably will not let this go past 7 rounds. I don't believe Deontay Wilder's got the skills in order to make it last longer than that. If you watched the video all the way through, go ahead and leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down there what you think. I really am curious what you think will happen in this trilogy fight. But as always, have a good one.